Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello!
Hi.
Welcome to the December 11th through 15th General Hospital recap. Amanda just doesn't like coming to my house anymore and keeps getting sick, so we have to do Zoom again.
It is not that I don't like coming to your house. It is all these germs that the kids keep spreading around, and I don't know why, but just every week it's something new. I don't think I've ever been this sick, like the entire month.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, I can count on one hand over the past 4 years that we've had to because of sickness, other than COVID and stuff, record online. Right. And now you're every other week, I'm sick. I'm like, you can keep that at home.
Yes, exactly.
Love you, love your family, but I'm good with you guys not bringing that here.
I totally understand. I wish they'd stop bringing it home. I'm going to Lysol the entire house today.
Just get a Clorox bomb go off or something.
Right. Exactly. They should sell those. That's a good idea.
Like a big disinfectant bomb. I mean, they make them for bugs.
Right. That's what I was thinking. There's your $1 million
to-do list. So for Port Charles Pipeline, the Daytime Emmys took place on Friday, and General Hospital won a whole bunch. Did you see Jophiel Love's video?
Oh, no, I didn't see hers.
Oh, my gosh. I shared it to our stories on Instagram when General Hospital won for Daytime Drama Series. Her mom's taping it. And she just gets so excited. And she's like, yay. She booked it to the stage. She was the first one there.
Aww.
But she was just jumping up and down. And then you see the rest of the cast come up and she's just like, here we are.
That is so cute. That's so cute. No, I was happy / sad about Epiphany.
Yes. So Sonia Eddy earned the Daytime Emmy Winner Award for supporting performance in a daytime drama series actress. And of course, that is, Epiphany Johnson passed. And then Robert Gossett won for supporting performance in a daytime drama series actor. Eden McCoy won for younger performer. Younger.
Right, younger.
Performer in a daytime drama series. GH also won for directing team for a daytime drama series. Allie Mills won for guest performance in a daytime drama series.
She deserved that. That was great.
Yes, they won the series one daytime drama series, and they also won for casting.
Nice.
So very nice all the way around, guys. We know they're the best. It's okay.
Exactly.
And then John Lindstrom shared on, I can't remember if he shared also on Instagram or just Threads. Let me see. Oh, he shared on both. That Bob Miller on December 9th, he said, so saddened to have learned of the passing of the great Bob Miller. Bob was a brilliant costume designer and was even responsible for the look of Kevin Collins when he appeared on GH. I don't like the when he appeared because
right.
I don't know if maybe he means when he first appeared.
Maybe.
I believe it was Bob's idea that Kevin would never wear a white shirt, something that is still rare today. He and his partner, Steve Howard, worked very closely together, so much so that we named the fictitious designer who dressed Lucy Coe so beautifully for the nurses' ball, Bob Steve. So that's the name of the designer, but it's actually Bob and Steve. Bob was impressed. My cousin was Don Feld, a 4-time Oscar-nominated costume designer. Don was frankly pretty impressed with Bob and Steve's work.
Aww.
Isn't that so? I love learning stuff like that. I mean, it's sad that, he passed, but did you ever notice that Kevin didn't wear?
No.
Neither did I.
Now I'm going to be on top of it if it ever happens. Hey, he was in a white shirt.
Right. And so many people commented, why did he not wear white shirts? And John just said to set him apart, singular style goes with singular personality.
Huh?
Yeah.
So nice.
But also that fun, the way that they just put like people's names in there, and
Right.
pay tribute. I mean, I don't know how the other shows go, but I love the little hidden tributes. And on this upcoming Port Charles 411, we heard her just talk a little bit about it, sharing her past with Blaze. We've talked about it and referenced it and said that we're never going to talk about it again, but we lied. We're going to give the 411 about the mob princess storyline involving Kristina.
Worst storyline ever.
And you will understand why we get frustrated with that was even part of her story. But it was cool that they did have her bring it up, because I don't remember Lexi ever bringing it up later on. But as I was doing a little bit of research with it, do you know what Parker's last name was?
No.
Forsyth.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Could just be a crazy coincidence, but that would be very interesting.
Wow.
I feel like this whole Pikeman, I feel like it's going to tie everybody together in some way. Okay, that there's not going to be a single family or person that's not impacted, even down the line,
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was interesting. There's a really good chance it is just coincidental and they forgot that they've already used that last name.
Right. That happens.
But I thought that was interesting. So Hulu headlines. Hulu on Disney Plus headlines. We are not changing the name. It is Hulu headlines. On Monday, Dex opens up to Joss about his past. Violet has some questions for Chase. Curtis tells Marshall about a possible treatment. Olivia, and we actually forgot to talk about that last week. Oops. Olivia and Lois are suspicious. Nina makes an admission to Sonny. On Tuesday, Tracy and Ned reunite. Brooklyn makes a decision. Scott reaches out to Obrecht. Nina ponders a proposition. Dante finds documents that could help with Anna's case. On Wednesday, Jocelyn and Trina make a discovery about Adam. Sonny makes a generous donation. Alexis is given pause. Ava tells Nina the truth. And Carly and Donna have a chance run-in. Oh, look at that little pun. Run-in.
Yep.
Thursday, Diane and Robert make a decision about their relationship. Kristina reveals her plans to Sonny. Carly presses Ava. TJ has reservations, and Alexis confides in Gregory. And then on Friday, Jordan discloses something to Alexis. Blaze is surprised. Brooklyn and Lucy have a disagreement. Sasha gives Cody a gift, and Laura meets with Sonny. So where do you want to get started?
I think what held my attention most this week for once was Finn, because Monica's back.
Okay, how did you react?
I like seriously yelled whenever they said, Finn, Monica wants to see you in the office, or he said, I have to go up to Monica's office or whatever. And you could then tell that she was actually going to be seen. I was like, Monica's back. And Ryan just
they told him that after we had already seen her. Because we had seen her on the phone. That was the opening, wasn't it? Wasn't the opening Monica on the phone saying, yes, I'm glad to be back in.
Maybe it was. But yeah,
and then we saw Tracy come in and she was like, are you ready to do this? Because then they went down and got Finn, because I was already crying, because I thought, based on the look on Tracy's face, that we were going to be starting the Bobby.
Oh, okay.
And given that Leslie has not been on screen in how long, I think that might be why she's back.
I think so too, but I'm hoping that they hold it off till January.
Mm-hmm. They have to. But yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, it would just make sense. Just wait and do it after Christmas.
So she has not been on since early 2022. Her absence has been explained by business trips that have kept her away from the hospital. And the real reason for Monica's absence is likely has to do with Leslie's physical limitations following several falls. Which, I mean, we saw she didn't really move from beyond.
Right. She was in her chair the whole time.
Isn't she the longest running same actor playing a character? I think Leslie Charleston's Monica Quartermaine is. I thought that. It might be wrong.
I mean, if she's not the longest, she's definitely one of the longest.
Yeah. Or maybe it was at the time a while ago. So it says, in reality, though, it seems Monica's absence from the show may be better explained by Leslie's health struggles. The actor has fallen several times in recent years and endured lengthy recoveries. It's possible that she simply can't or isn't interested in taking on the kinds of physical demands that shooting the soap opera requires. Monica is still very much around in the world of General Hospital, but Leslie is simply not available to shoot the way she once was. Both the show and Leslie herself have chosen not to acknowledge the character's absence and have instead focused on ways to justify the character's absence from the world of the show. General Hospital seems intent on giving Monica a proper farewell at some point.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, but both Leslie and the show itself may be committed to bringing her back occasionally, especially as some of the other show's mainstays have passed.
Yeah, they can't just move her permanently. Like, that's fine if we want to do business trips and stuff, but we need to see her at least every 18 months.
And then it just says, it's safe to say she didn't miss a beat when she returned to the show. General Hospital hasn't offered any indication of how long Monica's return might be or when she might be back with the show. But for now, fans can be assured that Monica hasn't been forgotten about. Leslie may not be able to handle the demands of shooting daily the way she once could, but it's clear she is still committed to giving the fans as much as she can.
Aww.
And that was an article by Joseph Allen on Distractify.
Nice.
Oh, why are these people doing this to us?
I'm sorry, Shannon, that everyone gets older. I don't think anyone has that choice to not. But no,
which is why we shouldn't kill people like Alan Quartermaine and Luke Spencer until the actor passes.
Yes, I agree with you on that. You know that.
I know.
But it was just so nice to see her. And then I didn't think that they were going to go against Finn. I really didn't, but it was still nice to like see the conversation and have him hear it out and everything. And then I love the fact that Tracy got to be the one to go down and be like, listen, I'm not here as your friend, but FYI, we are still going to back you. We believe that you didn't do anything wrong. And I thought it was great that it was Monica that had to listen to the attorney be like, this isn't a wise decision. You could just do 2 separate ones. And Monica standing by her doctor because that's how she's always been and that's how she would be. So it made me very happy.
Absolutely.
I loved the nostalgia of it all.
And I was just surprised that Finn was surprised that Tracy wasn't there as his friend. And she's like, wait, no, you don't think that way. He doesn't let emotions get in the way of things.
No, he doesn't.
But it was nice to see him be vulnerable like that too, where he's like, I seriously feel like I have one friend in my life and it's you. And now I'm like, oh no, she's not going to help me keep my job.
Yeah. Yep. It was nice. I liked the whole thing. And like I said, normally I don't really care about Finn. And this week I was like, oh, what's going to happen? And Monica's back. I'm so excited.
So Amy is gossiping as usual, asking Portia about what's going on with Finn and that she was in the OR or like she was part of his treatment. Do you think that Amy messed something up?
I don't think so. It seems pretty cut and dry that this dude was not willing to go for tests that would have diagnosed his cancer. Like, I don't understand how you'd mess that up.
I don't know, but I don't want it to be because I don't want Amy to be given a farewell. But I would love if there's something that Amy is concerned about that keeps her around, that, she has to give this deposition, but then she's going to wind up exposing herself as... Well, I told him not to worry about it, that if he had cancer, Dr. Finn would tell him, or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So,
I don't know. That whole thing was just weird. The fact that she went to Portia first and then said to Liz, like, oh, I'm just concerned. What do I say? And Liz is like, what do you mean? What do you say? You say the whole truth. Like, you have to. It's a deposition. Right. You got to give the information.
Well, now she was pretty much yes, Liz is the head nurse. So now she is Amy's boss. But I think she was going to her as a friend, like in a fellow nurse, like, what do I do?
Right.
But Amy needs to remember that anytime she asks a question about someone else, it's going to be seen as gossip no matter what.
Uh-huh.
But it was nice to see her back. So
it was. And they were putting their Toys for Tots boxes out to collect toys. I love that they do that.
Now there's a Disney theme. It does Disney. Okay. Toys for Tots is a national
that's a national
organization.
I didn't think that had anything to do with Disney per se.
Did you see there was one of the boxes had Disney on it?
Oh, I did not.
Disney Ultimate Toy Drive is what it said on it.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like on November 7th, according to the Disney Parks blog, they have the Disney Ultimate Toy Drive. Oh, wow. Their relationship with Toys for Tots began over 75 years ago in 1947 when Walt Disney and his team of animators designed the Toys for Tots logo that is still used today.
Oh, wow. I had no idea about that.
No. And this was the first time that I ever noticed that the box had Disney on it. And I was like, why? Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Since then, Toys for Tots Marines and volunteers have distributed 652 million toys to over 291 million children. Last year, Toys for Tots distributed more than 24 million toys to nearly 10 million children.
Mm.
But let's just do that quick math. That is also like 2 presents a kid.
Yeah.
Like that's I'm not saying that you need floor to ceiling presents.
Right. They definitely don't overindulge. The point is to spread the cheer to as many people as possible.
Well, I'm just thinking, I wish that number was like 5 million or 50 million to 10 million. That way the kids were each getting like 5.
Yeah.
2 still just doesn't feel like a lot if they are in that kind of need. But there are a lot of also local programs. I know there are 2 that I am involved in locally that are just Pittsburgh based. So,
right.
Toys for Tots is an amazing organization, but if you are looking to be spreading the wealth, look to your local community. I'm sure that they all have different.
Right. Most churches have angel trees, and the schools do it too.
Yes, I forgot about those. I wasn't even thinking about those.
Yeah, if you're willing to donate, there's plenty of places that will appreciate your help.
I guess that could maybe take us to Dex and being very anti-Christmas tree.
He was very anti-Christmas tree. Poor Joss is like, what is wrong with you? We have to get a tree.
But then he shared about his family and about how his mom would try to make it like a great Christmas and dad was just out cheating on her left and right. And Dex got mad about it.
Yeah.
And just being out like at the parties and knowing what was going on behind the scenes, it can be frustrating.
Yes.
I thought that she did a really nice job though. Oh, okay. We'll finish this thought and then we'll go back to the hospital. I thought she did a really nice job of listening to him because that's not something that she's experienced. And I feel like that's difficult for people to understand when people's home lives are so very different. Yes, she has grown up in a very different environment herself.
Yes.
But at least her family has been supportive of each other. And it wasn't just like her against them while all this chaos and everything is going around.
Right, right. No, she's definitely maturing in the relationship, and I like that.
Although she was happy he wasn't cooking for her, and I'm like, nope. I love home cooked food so much more than going out.
Oh, yeah. Depending on who's making it, though.
Yeah.
So.
But back at the hospital, Stella was talking to Felicia about how to go over her referrals and to not go overboard and stress the families out. And Felicia's like, that's okay. I can make calls. Okay, I have been working with a service and supports coordinator for years and years. They don't make calls.
No.
They need that kind of a service. Yes. Like that should be something that is how that is done. I don't know how patient advocates at hospitals, is that something that they do? Like, do they actually make the phone calls?
I don't think so. I thought they just provided the referrals, but I'm not positive. I have never had one. So
like I've shared that. I can't remember if I've shared this or not, but like the day that we got my daughter's diagnosis, they basically gave us a folder and on the left is a flow chart of who to call, blah, blah, blah. And you call A and A is like, no, you have to call Q and Q is like, you're dumb, call C. C is like, what the heck are you calling us for? Go to L. It's not that easy.
Right, right.
I mean, I love that. Hopefully that is a real thing. That makes me happy to think that the way Felicia is going to do her job is the way that some do it. And maybe it'll trickle out to other areas.
Right.
But then Sonny shows up and he wants to pay for the holidays at the hospital. Anything to do with any of the holidays.
Yep.
Like food or decorations. He's like, just send me the bill and I'll take care of it.
Yep. And Felicia's like, you're like Santa Claus. And that cute little girl's like, he's not Santa Claus. And that was adorable.
And she was worried about how Santa was going to find her. And Felicia reassured her that, they've been working with Santa for a really long time. And I just want Santa Sonny. I want Sonny to be Santa.
I think we have a few more years before we're going to get that.
I would love it, though.
Although sorry, go ahead.
But I was just going to say, I'm like, and Lindsay asked her what she wanted for Christmas. And she wants a light up tracing pad, which I know exactly what that is because my son uses one.
There you go.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's basically like a board that lights up that you can more easily trace. So
Very nice. Apparently that's what Donna wanted also. Donna or Avery. Yeah, I did think that was great this week that Sonny finally declared he was done having children when little Donna's like, I don't want to be the baby. When are you and Nina going to have a baby?
Yeah. Thank you, Sonny. Shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be another point where I was talking to my TV about how Nina can't have any babies because he's actually dating someone that's age appropriate for him for once, when normally he's dating children, and that is why they are able to have more children. So
he's never dated children. Like Alexis was more, they were all age appropriate to him. The only one that was questionable was Sam and Emily. Emily, we just forget about. But Emily never had a baby.
And Karen
didn't have a baby.
Karen didn't have a baby, no.
But Karen, he was in his 20s and she was like 19, 20.
I don't know when they first got together that she was legal age. I don't know.
Because wouldn't he have been, I know, he was like almost in his 30s. So he was like older 20s.
Yeah.
But the way you said it sounds like he was like 50 going after 21-year-olds. No.
No, not that bad. But it's
the mother of his
weird.
Children have all been age appropriate. Sam wasn't even like too far off.
Okay.
It was just weird.
It's
because then she went with Jason. So then it was like,
yeah. And now she's with his son.
There's that. And we've already discussed that one.
So it all just has a lot of,
yes.
But anyway, no more babies for Sonny. We have talked in the past about how he seems to have super swimmers. Apparently those swim team is retired.
But that was sweet, though, that somehow Donna managed to get a bad report card. Or no.
She talked too much.
But she got good grades.
Yeah.
And managed to get it to be a dinner at the MetrocCourt.
She stopped talking.
We don't just bring kids into the back and show them flaming desserts.
No, I don't think they do. But I think that was an allowable exception because Donna is Carly's daughter. And so she would have had Donna there whenever she was running the MetrocCourt. And now she is Nina's stepdaughter. So I feel like that wasn't too far-fetched.
Okay.
I thought that at first, too. I was like, I've never gone to a restaurant and been like, excuse me, hostess, will you take my child into the kitchen and show them flaming desserts? But if you're that related to the owners, and Olivia is good friends with Sonny, like...
But it's still a liability thing. So my best friend growing up's parents owned 2 restaurants, and we would go to them all the time. And we would get in trouble for just going into the bar to play the jukebox.
Okay, yeah.
Like we never got to go in the kitchen.
Right.
But we used to sneak over to the bar and get Shirley Temples all the time. So I love the fact that that's like still the fancy drink for kids.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had one with a lemon, though. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I've never had one with a lemon.
I pick up like weird things. We all know this.
No, I was with you with the Shirley Temple because I kind of thought the same thing. Like, everything changes over the years, but Shirley Temple is still the go-to drink that they always order for the kids or whatever. Yes. But no, I've never had extra different garnish on it. It's just the cherries. Just the cherries.
But then Sonny and Kristina discuss where things are coming along with the youth center and that she's still going to be working at Charlie's, and he's like, you need to have fun. And she's like, I will. And it takes a few days.
Yes. That was so good of him, though. He was like, so how are things with your friend Blaze? You guys seem to give each other a little lucky look whenever we were in Puerto Rico. And she was like, yeah, maybe, kind of. So that was cute.
And he said, I haven't seen you this happy since you were with Parker.
Yeah.
So to be fair, she had like really bad other relationships.
Yeah.
And then he was just basically telling her not to burn out.
Right.
Did she tell him that she's going to be the surrogate for TJ and Molly?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't write that down, but I wrote it like all over the place, like everywhere else that she told.
Yep. She told everybody this week. And I was fine with her telling everyone. And I was happy that like this is a happy thing they're moving forward with. She was talking, when she talked to Blaze about it, she was talking very responsibly about she plans on being very healthy. And yes, she'll have some drinks now before she starts the medical protocol and blah, 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 blah. But she wants to do this. She wants to do that. And then stupid Alexis is sitting there with Gregory and is like, oh, I'm going to be a grandma again. No. And she had she already talked to Jordan at that point, or that was
Her and
after?
Jordan were afterwards.
We're after. Okay. She's sitting there telling Gregory, I'm going to be a grandma again. And then she goes and meets with Portia or with Jordan. And Jordan's like, and it doesn't definitely mean that you're going to get a baby out of this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, exactly. So maybe Alexis should stop walking around telling people she's going to be a grandma again.
Well, especially so she was supportive. Kristina and Alexis, and Molly told Alexis earlier in the week, this is what we're doing. We've talked a lot about it. Alexis shared some slight concerns and they addressed them. And then Molly leaves and then Alexis tears into Kristina.
Right. Exactly. I feel like it's so unfair. They're adults. They made the decision. Now all you get to do is either be supportive or not. Like, stop talking about it.
Well, and that's where Alexis kind of left it with Jordan. But then TJ has shared his concerns with Stella. And Stella kind of said, I really don't think you have to worry about this with Kristina. I understand what you're saying, but
right.
Like, even for as impulsive as she is, the fact that she may have said this impulsively a few months ago, but still has really thought it through this time.
Mm-hmm.
If they had just jumped on it the first time she mentioned it, sure.
Right.
I personally don't see this ending well for any of them because, one, it's a soap opera.
Right.
But I wish that Alexis would have a conversation with Molly about it too, about her faults as well. That if the baby has any complications, because that is life.
Yes.
You could do absolutely everything you're supposed to do during pregnancy and follow the checklists and get the exercise and eat all the right things. And there can still be issues.
Right.
Is she going to blame Kristina?
Right.
Or
right.
is she going to be rational about it and, okay, this is our baby, you know? But, or is she going to look back and say, well, no, Kristina went to that event and she must have danced a little too much or gone out a little too late, even though she was tired. Is Molly going to make her stop working 2 jobs?
Yeah.
Because of the perceived, I'm curious why no one is having the conversation about Molly not being able to control this.
Right.
It's her sister. It was different with Andrea because Andrea's already had a baby. Molly already saw it could be done from Andrea.
Right.
I feel like she's going to try to, I don't even feel like she's going to. I could see where Molly would be like, what do you mean the baby's a centimeter too short right now?
Right.
Why aren't you eating your vegetables?
Yeah. No, I liked that Stella kind of stood up for Kristina, though, because TJ was like, well, you're the sister that's like Molly, and so you're the one that has it together. And she was like, no. It takes guts to just go against the grain and to listen to yourself and to take chances and stuff. So don't be thinking that Kristina is less just because she's different, and then talked more about her and her sister. And I was like, thank you, finally, someone for standing up for Kristina, because her mother wasn't doing it and neither was anyone else. So I appreciate that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the girls are just very different. But Alexis needs to be, if she's going to have the conversation with Kristina about her stuff, she has to be having the same conversation with Molly about hers.
Right.
Although, what was it? She said something about how, again, Alexis mentioned something about she's raised these 3 girls. No, you raised 2.
Yep. You raised. She was very frustrating this week.
I think that was it about that. I was glad that Blaze was supportive.
I know. At first, I was a little scared that she was going to be like, wait, what are you getting yourself into? But I think that was great that she waited for Kristina to talk it through. And then once you could see how passionate Kristina was about it and the fact that she's just having that feeling like this is what she has to do, then Blaze was like, okay, I just want to make sure you thought it through.
Right. She's like, what do you want? She's like, you're talking about all these things and it's great, but how does this fit into everything that you want also for your life, which is just as important as Molly and TJ wanting a baby.
Right.
It's not selfish for her to not offer up her body for them.
Yes.
It's super, super generous that she is, but she also shouldn't feel bad if she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristina had told Sam before that. I think Sam was the first one that she told to begin with.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm very tired.
You've been partying all weekend.
You know, I can't hang how I used to. And then Sam and Dante early in the week. She was like, "What's up with Christmas?" It's Christmas, Sam.
Right. Shouldn't you
Like,
have
there's
just
stuff to do.
They kind of bored me this week. I know that Dante was moving the whole Foresight storyline forward by going to the locker at the train. Is that what lockers at the train look like? Because that was just like one row of like 6 lockers. But anyway, lockers at the train, and got the wrapped up box out. And then he was smart to go to the bank. They are getting a little smarter here with locking stuff away. But yeah, he just, I don't know. I'm not ready for him to be the next one to like take over all this spy stuff, because he took the wallet home and is like, "Here, Sam, look at this." And she's like, "Oh, look, you didn't notice all these numbers in here?" And I'm like, how are you the one who's taking over like the super spy feeling, and you didn't even notice those numbers in there? It was Sam.
My first question was, and I understand keeping business and personal separate, but you're kind of living with a private investigator. Why aren't you using your one-time free investigation from her?
Right.
You know, I mean, I know that he's talking to her and getting insight, but I was just like, why doesn't he have her investigating this way? He doesn't get in trouble.
Yes.
And because it's going to come back.
It is. And then she's like, "Would you trust Anna?" And he's like, "I don't know, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, yeah, I just don't like you handling this. Someone else needs to take over.
He asked Sam, "Do you really think you can redeem yourself from the accidents that you made? So are we finally going to be getting an answer as to what it was that he did when he was younger during all of this? And is that why he is so hands-on, is so that he can make sure anything?" I don't think that his thing has anything to do with Anna's.
No, but the regret of that thing is what's making him want to dig deeper and get Anna out of this situation.
Yes. But then he said that he found out that the mission was getting, and I went back and I turned on closed captions because I was like, I need to get all this right. Eastern was getting an Eastern Bloc general to defect and bring the files with him. He was getting paid $10 million, $1987. I meant to look that up. Hold on. 10 million, 1987 today is worth $26,859,457.01 today.
Wow. Don't forget that 1 cent. That makes it or breaks it.
And then the op went bad. The general was killed and the files went missing. The 10 million went missing also. Forsyth was the field agent and Anna was pretending to be his girlfriend so that they could cross the border together. So it didn't look suspicious that a guy was crossing the border on his own.
Yeah.
And then there were passport photos of Anna and Forsyth and one unknown person, which we now know to be Brennan. He just didn't somehow see Brennan when they were right next to each other at Kelly's.
Oh, I was so mad. I'm like, look up, Dante.
And there was the wallet, and there were 21 numbers. Wasn't there something with Sean had numbers in a book, like the codes and everything?
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
That was the first thing that popped in. So like, are we somehow now also going to bring back a little bit of Sean Donnelly? Because that would have been the same time, right?
Yeah, that would have. Yeah.
And does that mean that we could possibly be getting Annie?
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome if somehow Annie Donnelly comes and is able to clear Anna. Although it sounds like Anna and her own admission and her own paperwork did some bad stuff.
Yeah.
But isn't that bad stuff like part of being a spy? Like when it comes to that, it's kind of like
I would think so. I mean, I don't see how you're a spy without doing some bad stuff. Like, how else are you supposed to get behind the scenes to get information?
And it's not like bad, malicious bad. It's bad for the greater good of catching the bad guy and making the world a safer place, you know?
Right.
But then I thought there might have also, so I wrote it, was it either something that had Sean with numbers or the Felicia remembered something about numbers with the diamond? Because remember whenever the Ice Princess was broken up?
Oh, yeah.
There was also something there that they talked about her knowing the numbers.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, and I did not go back and check.
Good job. I hope it takes back to Sean instead of Felicia, though.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me.
But if it's Felicia, that could possibly also tie in Blaze, being that Blaze is last name is Ramirez. This is what I'm saying. I feel like this Pikeman thing is literally going to tie everybody together somehow.
Right, right. Oh, I can't wait now. That's awesome.
But that was really, oh. And then Mr. Brennan was talking about to Mr. Pikeman dude, and I can't remember his name, and I know that we know it, and I just keep forgetting to go back and look.
Yeah.
But Mr. Pikeman dude said that Anna may have recognized him, but it's been quite some years.
Yeah, but then you saw those pictures from
exactly the same,
ago, and he looks the same.
Exactly the same. But then Donna and Carly were at the park, and okay, can this just be the last time we see a child lose a ball and this mysterious stranger comes and gets it? Like, can that just be done?
Right. Here's your ball, little girl. You kicked it too far.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, it's you.
Right. Let's go get hot chocolate.
Yep. But we learned that there is a running trail on Harborview and that PCU has a swimming complex open to the public every morning, and Carly does swimming, yoga, and Pilates.
Yep. That was more my speed too, whenever he said something about running, and she was like, no. No, don't do that.
Where could that take us? I guess that could just take us to Ava moved back into her apartment that she bought from Nina.
Right. Now she's subletting it off of Nina. Okay.
I thought she bought it off of Nina.
No, Nina said something about being happy to rent it to her again.
Okay.
So it had been hers, and then Nina bought it, and now she's subletting it off of Nina.
So did you notice that the moving guy did not say a single word?
Why was that? She even tipped him, and he did not say thank you. He was like, grumble.
I think that actors get paid differently if they have speaking lines.
Oh,
but
okay.
Haven't we had so many people with just the random one-off here, just sign here? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy holidays.
I would think so.
Should we all chip in the $5 to pay that guy?
Right, exactly. Let him say thank you.
Right. And then Carly so first Ava found the note or the photo in her stuff when she thought she had gotten rid of it. Nina came and talked to her and was like, I thought you got rid of that. And then she starts talking about how could it be Nicholas? And she talked to Nina about could it be Nicholas?
Yeah.
And then Carly came and dropped Avery. We didn't see Avery, but I guess Carly brought Avery home and put her to bed and brought Ava a burger, which was very nice.
Yeah.
And then Ava jumped down her throat when Carly was like, "Are you okay?"
Mm-hmm.
Because your boyfriend was just killed.
Right.
After your husband is missing or died. Mm-hmm. Are you okay? That's a lot.
I love that she asked it to their level of friendship, but then also twisted it I'm not stupid. I can see what's going on. You have not been this jumpy in years. Mm-hmm. If there's something going on, you need to talk to Sonny about it, because I don't really care what you're doing. We're not friends to that level that I care about you specifically, but I'm worried about your daughter. That's our daughter that I am part of. So get your stuff together.
Yep. And she now has 2 guns that she's looking at. And that was pretty much that. Laura brought up to Martin the conversation she had with Dante.
With Dante and Sonny. Sonny said that he didn't think that Cyrus had Austin killed.
And then Laura brought Sonny in and was like, yes, I talked to your son. And he said that he had a source, didn't name that it was you. And he's like, yeah, we decided a long time ago it was best if we don't discuss business.
Mm-hmm.
Discuss his job. And she's like, and yours?
He's like, no, I don't talk about that. I import coffee.
Yep. But he told Laura he does not think Cyrus is the boss.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I may have yelled at my TV whenever Martin says to Laura, so you're still hoping that he's good? Because I don't buy his reformed act. And Sonny also said that. And I was like, yeah, because it's an act for sure. He is not reformed, blah, blah, blah.
But he's also not that stupid.
True. I'm not saying that he's definitely the one that killed Austin, but he was in charge of it. He had knowledge of it.
But I think that's what Sonny was saying, is that I really don't think he had anything to do with it, because he would be back in jail and he doesn't want to be there.
I think you can know things without being involved in them. So he may have not ordered the hit, but I feel like he knew it was going to happen.
sticking it out for Olivia Jerome. And when I am right, it's going to be glorious.
All right. I will be fine with you with Olivia Jerome. I just need you to understand that his reformed act is an act.
Unless Pikeman's involved in that too somewhere.
If Pikeman's involved in all this, it's going to like blow the whole town up.
I know. I can't put it together right this second. But it would make sense if Pikeman did that because thinking that it would make Cyrus look guilty,
right?
Which would then make Sonny mad, which it did,
right?
Which then might lead Sonny to do something bad in retaliation against the wrong person. But Sonny's also not stupid.
Exactly.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Okay, you can have time to sort it all out. It's okay. You don't have to have the answers today.
Okay, it'll come together.
It will. Trying to think who else was arguing this week.
Brooklyn overheard Maxie talking about her financial problems and told Tracy that she is interested in taking over that leadership role in Deception that Tracy wants her to have.
Yep.
And she is doing it to get Deception back for Maxie.
I love it. That's exactly how it should go.
Mm-hmm.
Except I don't see Maxie cutting Lucy out of it.
No, but Lucy was sure as heck digging herself in a hole. Fair. She's not too happy about how Brooklyn did it, but Brooklyn even said,
right,
I actually have more of a right to be here than you do.
Yep.
Oh,
51%, baby.
Well, and she called Lucy out on, well, you cheated on everyone that you've been with and you have scammed how many guys out of it. And now Lucy's like, yeah, and that's fine. You're just not allowed to do it to me.
Right.
That's not how that works, Lucy.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I lived my life or something like that. Like it was worth every moment or something like that. And I was like, okay, you need to remember that that's not always how you feel, because when you hurt people's feelings, it has not ended so nicely. Oh, and then there was the conversation, that was still this week, right? Where she's talking to Maxie about should she be with Scott or whatever.
Yeah, because Scott showed up and he was like, oh, why?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be with Scott. Stop talking about it. Maxie doesn't want to hear it. Neither does the rest of us.
Yeah, I didn't even write it down because I was like, no.
Ugh, over it.
Oh, but Scott did go to see Liesl or asked Liesl to see him, and she will not take him back.
Nope.
And he's like, I understand what it's like to lose kids. I lost 3 of them and I can help you with Britt. And she's basically said, like, yeah, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely.
Right.
You know, I'm doing all these things and I'm doing them by myself, but I'm fine,
Right.
But then he went and asked, when he went to Deception, was he went and asked Lucy to go see Serena with him.
Mm-hmm. They should bring her back for the holidays. That would be nice.
That would be. And then, this was kind of a one-off. Violet asked to sing at Chase and Brooklyn's wedding. And I know that you were like, I hope they hurry up and get married so they have a winter wedding. And they're saying that. So now it really does make sense, though, with Gregory that they would just hurry up and get married.
Right. And she said to Maxie, hey, look at this. And Maxie was like, oh, good, because I already have like half your wedding plan, so it's fine.
And we forgot to mention.
Sorry.
Nope.
Does Maxie not get paid for this service? Because that's what I was thinking. Like, if you have a wedding planner, they get paid. Wouldn't that be a nice influx of cash to help her with her financial issues?
I think it's kind of like how I help people plan things, and you just do it.
Okay.
I've planned weddings before and not been paid. Not just my own.
I know, but the way that Maxie says it, it's like she is a wedding planner.
She should.
Like she has like a book and like meets with you and whatever. And you are super organized. I get that. But I've never seen you be like, oh, okay, like we're start to finish, we're planning this out type of thing.
I've done it.
Okay. Well, you should have charged for your services, but that's no surprise because you just like to be super helpful. So Maxie does not strike me the same as you.
But it's actually part of why it's one of the things that made me realize that I could do real estate, because my friend that I helped with the last time before I got into real estate, she was like, you're really good at listening to people and what they need and figuring it out, not just, oh, you should do this. It's
right.
Like, no, I ask like stuff that we have talked about. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
this is for you. This is 100, because like I would not have anything to do, not like I wouldn't have anything to do with it, but it's like, it's not me saying this is what you should do. It's, oh no, this is something that you say that you like. So this is how we can incorporate this into there.
Right.
Yeah, no, she and I had a good time planning the wedding. That was fun. It's been some years though. When was the last time I did it? 2018, I think. So it's been a little while.
Okay.
Kind of getting to the age where friends are done getting married.
Yeah.
But in my 20s and 30s, there were many weddings to be planned.
All right. Well, you're just too nice, just like Maxie's being, but I don't think Maxie normally would be like that. So.
And then we saw Nina went shopping at Wyndham's and got stuffed animals or plushies, whatever you call them now, for Donna and Avery.
Uh-huh.
She got a laptop for Dex.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I do not know.
Riding boots for James. And Willow showed up to see if she could help her with her Christmas list.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Wiley and Amelia.
That's just weird.
But then Ned went to see Nina.
Mm-hmm.
And points out that if Nina had wanted to do the right thing, she would not have used Martin as the go-between.
Right.
But then he does the same darn thing and wants her to get inside info about Aurora. Ned, you are not going to make the situation better by doing the same thing or retaliating.
Right.
Like, you don't,
it's just dumb. They're all going to be coming at each other, and then it's just going to come out like, oh, everyone's mad, but you should really just be mad at Nina. And we all knew that. We just didn't tell each other that.
Right. Well, and then that's the thing, is that Michael is going to be so mad when it's discovered that Ned knew Nina's who turned them in.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to go. And no one's going to support Ned, I think.
Right.
Even Olivia. Olivia's going to be like, what? Why would you? Okay, maybe right now where Nina is still his wife's business partner, but it's not going to end well for him at all.
Nope.
Like, what he should do is, hey, you already hate Nina. She's the one who did it.
Exactly.
And get on the good side. So that way, when Pikeman dude comes to take down Michael, Ned is supportive of helping him keep the company.
Right.
And then we see the Quartermaines work together because it's okay if they fight with each other, but nobody goes against them.
Yep.
They fight together and they fight against each other, but they will take on the world together.
Yes.
Oh, Leo said that Christmas was ruined when he saw Tracy.
Yeah.
She is so good, though. Like, I love seeing this side of Tracy being hurt by the things that Leo says, but being kind in the way that she responds. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you don't like fun. And she's like, yes, I do.
Right.
And then
I still like the way it's decorated in here.
And
the
then
tree's in the wrong place.
She says the last time she had fun was with Brook Lynn at the luau. And Olivia fills Lois in.
Yes.
But then he asked, okay, so did you see any animals while you were traveling around? And she's like, yes, go get your ARC book, because I saw a red deer and a peregrine falcon, not fountain. Peregrine falcon. And they forgot to tell her that Ned was back.
I know. Like, that should have been the first phone call. And then she walks in on him playing guitar, and she's like, they lied to me. You're still Eddie. And he lets her go for a while. And then he's like, okay, mother. And she's like, you just called me mother.
And it would have made sense if she had come back because Ned came back.
Right.
Like, let that be the reason. Because she came back for Luke's POA, but POAs expire when somebody dies. You don't have POA after somebody dies. You have to be POAs only while you're alive. You are then, and it's not an automatic. So you also have to be stated as executor or executrix of the estate upon death. But then you're not an executor or an executrix until the person dies. But they don't automatically transition. So like, I could be listed as the executrix of your will, but that doesn't mean that I have POA for you while you're alive. They're two separate things.
Alrighty, good to know.
Yep.
Thanks, legal aid, Shannon.
And then, we forgot last week to discuss Portia telling Curtis that there's a surgery that could help him walk. And then he tells Marshall.
Because that was stupid. That's why we forgot it. Because that was stupid. She doesn't need... Like, I understand he wants to walk. Okay, that's fine. But she doesn't need to be encouraging him for that right now.
Right.
He can tell Like she can tell him, hey, there's a surgery. But again, it's kind of like Molly and the baby thing. It's like, oh, you're going to get the surgery and then you're going to walk again because this one guy did. And it's all going to be perfect.
Right.
That's not how these things work.
Or we could see somebody have a life-altering tragedy work out well and see the amazing things that can be done by someone who uses a wheelchair.
Right. Exactly.
Crazy.
That's a crazy thought. But yes, I'm with you for that.
And then we saw Adam playing guitar in the middle of the hallway. Thank goodness Trina and Joss were like, you didn't think anyone was going to hear you and you're playing in the hall?
Right. Like, this is not a discreet place, bro.
But they think that he's very talented and discuss how he could really make that a career. He started playing piano at 4.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, my parents said I'm not allowed to play guitar and I have to be a doctor.
Should go talk to Rick Springfield or Noah Drake. You can do both, dude.
That's right.
And then Sasha gave Cody a gift. Oh, because they talked about Mac. That's what Maxie was talking about earlier in the week with Cody and Sasha. Or was that last week? About they're going to be traveling.
That was last week because that was that Zoom call they had to go on.
Yes.
And so
Sasha gave Cody a gift of a book of Monumental Valley. Was that it?
I think so. Wherever they're going to shoot this new campaign.
Monument Valley, sorry, not Monumental. Monument Valley is Tahoe County, Arizona. It closes at 5 p.m. today.
Oh, guess we're not going to make it there today.
No. They do not accept motorcycles into the loop drive due to rough terrain and deep sand dunes in the area.
Oh.
That was an interesting thing. It's a 17-mile loop road.
Huh.
Kind of want to go there. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
They have guided tours.
Research, we need to go.
Okay. The View Hotel. Okay. Cabins at the View. I want a premium cabin. We're going to go then.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just getting rough prices.
All right. Yes.
2. Oh, it's sold out. Okay. I'm not going to go into this then. It's sold out for the weeks that I chose because they were upcoming.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'll have to look later.
Oh, $249 a night. That's really not that bad.
No, that's not.
It's a gorgeous cabin. Wow. Okay. My new trip has been planned.
Maybe we'll get to see the inside of the cabin for Sasha and Cody. Maybe that'll be where they make love.
He is so stinking cute.
I know.
Like trying to chase her around like, uh-oh, I got a secret admirer.
That was so cute. And then he helps her in her jacket and they have that look for a minute and then he backs off because he said he'd respect. She needs time.
And he even said, if all we ever are friends. And he's like, and I'm not rushing you through your grief right? Over your son and your husband.
Yep.
Such a sweet guy. Do you know what's going to happen? It's going to happen where Dante's past comes out. She finds out about it and is so mad that he has taken the fall for all this time and let people think the worst of him. And she's going to help support him in reclaiming his good name. Ah,
that's going to be so cute. Like a Hallmark movie.
Yes. And then I think the only thing left is Robert and Diane.
Yeah, they were not like a Hallmark movie. They were so legal jumbo mumbo. Let's iron stuff out.
So they had dinner at the MetrocCourt and Diane invites him back for dinner.
Uh-huh.
And then the next morning, she tells him, so when I gossip with Alexis, and I'm going to.
Yes. I love that.
What do I call you?
I loved it.
And she's like, my boyfriend? He's like, I have gray hair. I'm not your boyfriend. And she's like, my lover? He's like, God, no.
Oh, so funny.
So they are dating. And she's like, so are we dating exclusively?
Mm-hmm. She's like, I want to know. I rank up there before Anna and Holly.
Yep. Especially Holly. I know she's not around. I do think Diane knows that Anna is not a romantic.
Right. That really is like family.
Right. And he's like, I'm forever connected with her through the kids and Robin and the grandkids. I'm always going to take care of her, like if he can.
Right.
But and I do think that she knows that. But it's always nice to have some reassurance.
Yes.
And then they settled on their dating and that was that, right?
Yeah, I don't remember anything else.
Okay.
Reality check.
So what's your reality check?
Ugh, my week was just everybody being sick and trying to figure out why people are sick. I was at the ER twice with Megan finally think we're on the right path to figuring out what's going on with her heart. And hopefully it's just a simple medication that will make it beat in the rhythm that it's supposed to. I don't know. It has an extra electrical current, which I understand that, but at the same time, all the tests that were being run, it never occurred to me that that was like something that could happen. So,
my gosh, Dr. Amanda, how dare you not understand that could be an option without your medical degree?
I know. I need to like read up more or something. As I was concentrating in mental health. I did not realize I needed to also become a cardiologist. So, that's where I made
really kind of screwed us over with the whole Dr. Mom thing.
Exactly.
Do they still use that?
I don't think so, but I couldn't remember the last time I saw a commercial for Robitussin. So I have no idea.
I'm like, we cut cable like 10 years ago, so like I don't see a lot of commercials.
Yeah. Nope, not a lot of commercials.
Sorry, squirrel.
No, you're good. Yes. Anyway, so we're seeing the right kind of cardiologist now, so we should have the answers soon. So
okay,
that makes me happy, because it has been months of me being like, Megan, I see that you're in pain, but the EKG says you're fine. So what do I do?
Right. I mean, that's hard to know when it is serious and when it is mental.
Right. Exactly. So I think we're on the right path now. But
good.
Besides that, trying to get ready for Christmas. I still do not have all my presents bought. The kids are at hard ages this year. I don't know what I'm doing. And it would help if I'd stop getting sick, so that whenever I do have time, I could actually go to the store. So
I kind of wrapped up on Amazon the other day, because I was like, so first I told everyone when we went to Vegas, I was like, I'm done spending money on Christmas for no reason. Like, you're getting stuff, not just obviously stuff that they want, but I'm not stressing out over it. I'm not, we need to spend so much money on this, when you don't, just because it's Christmas, Right. So yeah, I've just finished mine up on Friday, I think it was. And I'm like, that's just what it's going to be.
Well, that's good. That left your weekend free for you to party it up.
Yeah. So Friday, my company's holiday party was at the Carnegie Museum of Art and Natural History, which is nice. We did not get to have drinks amongst the dinosaurs, which I was a little upset about.
Oh, yeah, that is.
But I had super cute sparkly shoes. They were like Dorothy's shoes, but silver.
Oh, I'll have to zoom in on them on the Facebook posts.
Yeah, I realized after I was out of them, I didn't really get that many pictures. I think I only got 2 pictures with them. Like, I didn't get a picture of just me in my outfit. But then I had another party the same night. So I only stayed at my company party for like 2 hours, because then I went to friends of ours, have an annual, just like friends and family holiday party, ugly sweaters, white elephant gifts, shot skis, the normal stuff.
Yeah.
But could not find, so the shirts that we ordered from Kohl's were supposed to be delivered Wednesday, and they weren't here Wednesday, just my husband's was. And I got him a Seinfeld shirt that says it's a Festivus for the rest of us, but it was like ugly sweater style. Yeah. So then I had to run around looking for them. And I found a baby Yoda Grogu green sweater that had him poking out of like a little stocking, but the stocking doubled as a drink holder on my shirt.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Wow.
That picture is very clear on Facebook. You can find that.
All right.
So that was fun. And then last night, friends of ours, a guy, like a couple friend of ours, it was his birthday, and she reached out to us Wednesday and was like, hey, thinking last minute, just having people over to just hang out for the birthday and whatever. So I think Friday night, I didn't get home until like 2 a.m.
Wow. And
then last night we got home around 12:30. So I'm tired.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot last week's reality checked on December 5th. I went to the Mariah Carey concert. That was like so much more interesting than anything I had done that I talked about.
I'm so jealous.
It was so great. And I feel like her concert is coming to an end, because we're kind of creeping up on Christmas. But if you get a chance to go see it, definitely do it. It was great. Oh, so good.
So jealous. I love Mariah Carey.
Me too. But yeah, so that was it, I think. I guess join us on Thursday as we share the Mob Princess storyline.
I thought you were going to say train wreck instead of storyline.
The storyline of Kristina that we like to forget the most. Come on, princess. Because I also don't think anything substantial came from it that we still have, that it's like,
no,
if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have had blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
Because at least some of the stupidest storylines we can think of, a silver lining came out of it.
Yeah, there's nothing from this.
Not that we remember at this time. Perhaps something will pop out.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So with that, have a good week.
And we'll meet at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.